Tale of Two Hygienists presents this week's TIPisode. Quick and easy tips to keep you up to date and presented by the experts in the profession. Now, get ready for your unofficial TIPisode. This week brought to you by ProEdge Dental Water Labs.
Hey, it's Andrew and Mike from ProEdge Dental Water Labs. We are so excited to be back. Apparently, our last episode was just out of this world amazing.
It blew up, Andrew.
Yeah, and we're so humble about it. No, we are.
We can pat ourselves on the back.
No, we're excited. The last one was three ways to save money on testing. And so if you haven't listened to that one, check it out. It's really, really great. But we wanted to kind of amp it up, take it to the next level, and bring you just another awesome tip that we have used over and over and over and over again. If you read the title, you might notice something. You can point it out if you want, right? We say it's the one waterline maintenance protocol to rule them all, just a wink and a nod to the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm bringing out my nerdy side in this whole podcast, Mike. Yep. But here's what we know, okay? With the whole title and waterline maintenance protocols and all of this kind of stuff surrounding information when it comes to waterline maintenance, there is a lot of information out there. And oftentimes this information is coming from different sources, whether that's sales reps, whether that's maybe a key opinion leader, maybe that's just a dental unit manufacturer or something like that.
Look, I think, and I can say this, I'm a sales guy. I think the salesmen have a bad reputation, and I think in this category, it's kind of deserved because there is misinformation out there. Salespeople trying to sell one product over another one. There are muddy, so occasionally, well, let's just say it's confusing at best.
Yeah, it can be confusing when you're diving into this world for the first time, trying to figure out what's the best for me in my practice. What's going to set me on a trajectory?
Let's cut to the chase, Mr. Salesman.
Yeah, exactly, right. So here's what we've done after really collecting hundreds of thousands of waterline samples. We've found that there's 3 simple steps that really set passing test results consistently above all these other ones, right? So if you were to follow these simple steps, this one quote unquote waterline maintenance protocol that we're putting together, you are going to be in an awesome place. And so we're going to dive into each of these, starting with step number 1, Mike, and that step is shocking. Now there's that in and of itself probably has a little bit of confusion because there's shocking, there's flushing, there's purging, what is shocking?
What is shocking?
What does that mean as it pertains to my waterlines?
Right, and so I think a good analogy is to think of your dental unit water line similar to your shower and the soap scum that grows in your shower, because the bugs that grow in dental unit water lines are similar to the bugs that grow in the soap scum that's in your shower. And it takes a nasty chemical to clean your shower, right? Most people use bleach or something that smols like bleach, right? And it takes a nasty chemical to clean a dental unit water line. So shocking is using a strong disinfectant to clean your water lines. You can't do it anywhere near the patient. You got to do it away from the patient and then flush that shock product out of there. Now, we like bleach diluted 1 to 10 for 10 minutes because it's got the best results based on, I don't know, 1/3 of a million water tests. And the other product that we recommend is we don't necessarily love it, but it works. Very good. It's Liquid Ultra from Crosstex. It's the pink stuff, and you leave it in overnight. And it gets good results too.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we know in this particular area, when you're jumping into shocking for the first time, this is usually where it's the most difficult to get a hold of the proven protocol, right? Once you've successfully done shocking in your water lines 4 or 5 times, the proven protocol is going to be an absolute cinch for you. It's going to be so easy for you to do, but diving in, it's a little tricky. So here's what we've done. In the show notes, we've gone ahead and put some great resources for you to dive into the world of shocking and how to do it successfully with diluted bleach. And we really would recommend that you take a look if you want to start shocking for the first time.
It's only a few minutes long. It's short and kind of cute, starring Kelly and Kelly. And I'll tell you how to do it.
And I'll tell you exactly how to do it. And so that is shocking. Step number 1 of the proven protocol, the one to rule them all. Here's the second step that we're going to dive into, and that is treating. Treating your water lines, and we would say treating daily. Daily. And so, tell us a little bit about that, Mike. What does it mean to treat daily? How does that kind of work with shocking and all of that?
Well, I'm so old that I remember in the olden days when there were no daily treatment products. There was only the shock products, and they were all called weekly shock products. We know because the Barbeau study shows that bugs come back. So you could shock your water lines every Monday, but the bugs start coming back on Thursday afternoon, right? They last about 96 hours. Shocking works, we know it works, but the bugs come back in a week unless you use a tablet or a straw. So most of you like tablets like Blue Tab or ICX, or straws like Blue Tube or Denapure. And those will buy you more time between shocks. How much time do they buy you? Weeks or months, but not years.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And we would say, kind of to bring this into an analogy that all of you are definitely familiar with, right? We would equate shocking to like a professional cleaning. Right, a professional cleaning that you come in every 6 months, you're getting it done, right? It's powerful, right? It's necessary, it's needed, but you would never just leave the patient and let them go after that, right? You would say, hey, make sure you're brushing, make sure you're flossing daily. That's really, really important. And so we would equate the brushing, the daily brushing and the flossing, we would equate that to treating, right? You really have to have both. There needs to be both there in order to have the cleanest set of teeth and the cleanest dental unit waterline, right? You got to have that strong shock, but then you need to follow it up with that daily treatment. It's really, really helpful in order to have both. And we've just seen that statistically, when you have a shocking and a treating in place, it does pass at the highest level. Now, here's the thing, Mike. Okay, here's the thing, and we've seen this time and time again. Oftentimes, dental professional, if you're listening, the first steps are actually taken care of. Like dental professionals will shock and treat, but they won't follow through in the third step. Sometimes, and oftentimes, they don't even know about it. Right. Right. I think that's a big portion of it, right? The third step of the proven protocol is often the one that's left out. Maybe it's like the awkward uncle or cousin or something, whatever it is, right?
I think it's education, Andrew. Wouldn't you say people don't know that they should test?
Right.
Or the salesman. Those salesmen again. The salesman said I didn't have to.
We're throwing. If there's any salespeople that are listening to this TIPisode, we genuinely appreciate you. We care about you. But
not so much.
Yeah. So it's shocking and treating. But the third step is so important to the whole thing, and it's one of the major reasons why it's a proven protocol. Yeah. And it has to do with documentation, and we would say it's testing. All right, so you shock, you treat, and you test. Mike, why is this last step so important?
Because, in a word, Andrew, peace of mind, right? Peace of mind. If you monitor your protocol, you'll know that it's effective. When you follow these CDC guidelines, you're protecting your patients, you're protecting your staff, you're protecting yourself.
Right.
But when you document it, which is the final step of the testing protocol, you are protecting your practice, your reputation, and your business.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we have learned, and just recently we've gotten some scary phone calls. When inspections happen, when inspectors come knocking, one of the first questions they ask is, show us your dental water test results.
It's low-hanging fruit.
It's low-hanging fruit for them. It makes them look good, makes them feel good, makes you look bad. So, and 9 out of 10 doctors haven't tested because they didn't know.
Right.
And so now this is a hot topic this year.
Right.
I would say. Right,
absolutely.
Right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's so important for that peace of mind. It's also so important to protect you and your practice, just having that documentation in there. And it just goes to show, right? If you have that documentation and you're getting those test results back and it's showing that you're passing, it feels good.
Oh yeah.
It shows, man, my shocking and my treating, it's effective, it's working. I can feel confident. It's the whole package.
I think I've heard you say it's cheap insurance, or testing your water is insurance that all that other stuff, all the time and energy and money you're spending on testing and on treating, and shocking, all this proves that it's all working. Right. And now you can sleep good at night.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely that insurance. And so here's kind of where we leave it, right? So we want to wrap this up. I definitely know we gave you kind of like a bird's eye view, right? We just kind of threw you a bunch of information. So let's summarize it and give some kind of next steps, if you will, if you're interested. So the one waterline maintenance protocol to rule them all, we would say is the proven protocol backed by hundreds of thousands of data points and testing and science. And we say it's this. It's shocking, treating, and testing. And if you can do those three, man, you can absolutely have safe water in your office. And so here's kind of a next step. For those of you who are interested and maybe diving a little bit deeper with us, because I know that we kind of just flew by a lot of things and you might have a lot of questions. Well, there's actually two things. One, if you have questions, please reach out to us.
Absolutely.
We are here for you. We should have said this at the very beginning, but right, we recommend shocking, highly recommend shocking, and we don't have a shock product.
Right.
We don't have any skin in the game, but we know it works, and so we were going to recommend it every single time, right? So we're here for you. We're here to help you. So we'll leave our information in the show notes below, but also something that's huge. We love doing this. We put a lot of energy and effort into this is our webinars. We have one free webinar every month.
First Friday of every month, 11 a.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Which is 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 a.m. Pacific Time.
And then
I'm sure that's
what's
wrong.
the last? There's one more.
Central Time, noon Central.
Noon Central time. We don't feel like we've left anyone else, so we gotta cover everyone's time zones. But we love doing this. We get a ton of awesome feedback from dental professionals just like yourself that absolutely love it. Some of them say it's the best webinar they've ever been on. Not necessarily because of us. We just really enjoy, and we bring a lot of energy, and the information is just really good stuff. It's really great information, and we essentially not only deep dive the proven protocol and dive into each of those steps, but we also look at the CDC, we also look at biofilm, we also look at other science, we also look at products, and so it's really a whole package that you get in just 1 hour.
And they can register in the show, it'll be in the show notes?
Yeah,
okay.
We'll put that in the show notes. Man, we're just throwing everything in the show notes.
Wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
If you come to our webinar and be sure to say hi in the chat and tell us where you heard about us. Tell us it was on TIPisodes.
They came from the TIPisode.
TIPisodes.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool?
And then make a Lord of the Rings reference.
Yes, or any kind of nerdy reference or some other.
Yeah, or like your favorite movie or something like that. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we really love. And hey, just to boot, not only is this a free webinar, but you get one free CE credit in infection control.
Yep.
So it's a great thing to come. All that's gonna be in the show notes. So check that out. But we want to wrap this up. Thank you so much for everything that you do. We really appreciate you, and honestly, it truly is an honor for us to be able to work and partner alongside you in being able to provide safe water to your patients. And so if you made it this far, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you for hanging in there. And hey, we hope you have an incredible rest of your day.
Thanks for listening to another TIPisode. And thank you to ProEdge Dental Water Labs. You can learn how ProEdge helps you achieve safer water by visiting proedgedental.com and hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcasting app. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and head over to atale2hygienist.com and subscribe to our newsletter. We would love if you could rate and review the podcast. And thanks for listening to your unofficial dental hygiene podcast.